Okay, I think we're here. So hello, good evening, I'm Wes the Explosion, and tonight we're playing Mega Man, the two arcade games. We're starting with the Power Battle. We're doing this through, Capcom Arcade Stadium 2? So it'll have those features, although I don't think it's going to make too much of a difference. Yeah. Also, good evening, Rayquaza. We'll start with Mega Man. And we'll do 1 and 2. There's a part of me that's like, well, you should vary it up a little bit. 'Cause I think I've streamed this like twice before, and one time it was like, well, I'll have people show up in their games. Pretty much what I'm doing here, where it's like, well, Mega Man was around for Mega Man 1 and 2, Proto Man was around for Mega Man 3 through 6, and Bass was around for 7, so we'll match them up. But I think I varied it the last time I played, so whatever. I'm just gonna be boring tonight, I guess, is where I'm going with this. Mega Man will get his game, Proto Man will get his game, Bass will get his game. I honestly... Oh, I got hit. Like, I don't really know the weaknesses for this one. I know the weaknesses for the second arcade game. Partly because they make it more obvious than that, and partly because I actually like that game a good bit, so it's one of those... Damn you. So I took the effort to actually learn it. At least a little bit. Oh, good evening, Big Red. I should probably at least try using the stinking weaknesses, though. I mean, I have Super Arm. Hypothetically, that would work on Cutman. If I can hit him. I swear, it should not be that hard. I mean, it would help if you were in frame. Uh-oh. I ran it. Uh-oh. I ran out. Though I think he's limited to 1 rolling cutter. It's not like powered up where he gets an amazing 2 rolling cutters. There we go. Oh, that's right. I was like, what am I hearing? Mewtwo wasn't in the kitchen, so I just brought her food upstairs, and now Lucina is stealing her food. And I'm hearing her chomping on that. Oh, whoops. I meant to start charging. I didn't mean to... Oh, goodness. Also say that, like, one of the other things that I like about the second game, and this is a real nitpick. I like how their music matches. Here, they're playing Napalm Man's music, not Crash Man's music. Oh, goodness. Crash Man has perfectly good music. Why would he need to borrow Napalm's? Your cat drinks your dog's water all the time. Well, I don't think that'd be a problem. Honestly, it's a little bit of a problem here because Lucina is a bit of a large cat, so if Mewtwo's done eating, I'm not gonna force her, of course. But if she steals, oh goodness. Darn you. If she steals food from Mewtwo, then that's only gonna add to, like, the weight problem. I guess I could try monitoring their food a bit better, but... I don't know. I play things fast and loose, I guess. I wonder if Ice Slasher would have worked on him. Maybe. Sometimes the ice weapons work on the fire guys, and sometimes the fire guys work on the ice guys. I'm gonna take a wild guess. It looks like he's wearing pants. I'm just gonna... Okay. I kind of forgot that he did the... Oh gosh. The bounce. But I guess him using one attack over and over again doesn't translate as well as it did on... Oh, damn you! In an arcade game as it would in an NES title. Damn him. I could try Ice Slasher. Maybe he's weak to Ice Slasher. Think about it. Oh, damn him. Ay, ay, ay. Kind of almost wish I would have taken him out. Well, I guess this would have been like the same thing. For whatever reason, we use stinking X5 logic where the longer you take to beat a boss, they get more HP. They level up. First guy you fight doesn't have a lot of HP. Last guy you fight has a good bit. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. Alright, who do I... Probably Yellow Devil? Or wait, Yellow Devil, Mecha Dragon? Yellow Devil, Mecha Dragon? Uh-oh. That did a good bit of his health. And I'm left wondering, is this music from anything, or is this just specifically what they give him for music in this game? Oh goodness. I do love Yellow Devil. Uh-oh. I was hoping for a more predictable... Whoops. That's just a scatter shot. I think I'm one hit away from death. Oh, damn him. What are you... Stop. Oh, damn him. I was so close. Give me the perfect. Yeah, perfect. Wow, you didn't get hit once. How did you manage that? Oh, that's a good question. Also, Fairman, Blizzard Man, Elect Man, and Bubble Man in the back. And I kinda wanna say the Wily Machine's the same regardless. And that it might have multiple forms because it's a Wily Machine. Damn me. It looks like a mecha that's wearing a damn dress. I didn't know Wily was into that sort of thing. Although Goss is in the Battle Network anime and they make fun of him relentlessly. Because a man wearing women's clothing. Peak of comedy back in the 90s, early 2000s. They're playing the music. There we go. I've saved the day. Ay, ay, ay. It can't be. The devil's come back way too much for me to be the only person who loves the yellow devil. Possibly romantically. Welcome back, Mega Man. I'm glad to see you made it. Yeah, but Dr. Wily got away again. No, we stopped him. Mega Man, I'm glad you came back in one piece. Even so, things don't change. The battle against Dr. Wily will never end. It's like you say, but this time we learned what robots need. Yeah, a hero like me, right? Well, not quite. What exactly do we robots need? Like humans, the robot has to determine what is right and what is wrong by themselves. Robots are not supposed to hurt humans. We need to research more on AI program. When will there be world peace? When everyone is dead, that will be up to us. Okay, I'll fight for everyone's future. Fight, Mega Man, for everlasting peace. Okay. Ay, ay, ay. I mean, the devils, though, oh yeah, to go back to it, devils are definitely infamous. Although I think people do at least like, the Rainbow Devil from Zero? The Zero games? Although maybe they do just bring devils back because it's like, but it's tradition. People like references. Even if it's painful, people like references. But yeah, when it comes to devils, I like the original devil. 8's Green Devil, 9's Twin Devil, Game Boy 5's Dark Moon, and Rainbow Devil. And there's probably a few other ones. Shadow Devil's alright. I don't need to give initials. Block Devil I think sucks. 3's Devil isn't the best. And Mega Man and Bass's Green Devil's kinda boring. Oh, 11's Devil is not bad. I mean, Green Devil's got some tricks in 8, though he's pretty much... It's weird that they made him an intro boss in Mega Man and Bass. Oh, man. He's got magnet powers. I don't really get how he's on both sides of that. Maybe it's like the north-south tackle sort of thing, or maybe it's them doing the right side of the stage is also the left side of the stage according to Pac-Man logic. I should probably try using this, although I also don't know who the other bosses are. Maybe who's ever in the I guess we can try magnet missiles against Napalm Man. I mean, it's spammy. That was some quick damage at the very least. I don't much care for Mega Man 5, but Napalm Man is pretty dope. Although he is overwhelming me a bit. It's playing the Fly on a Dog music and I didn't even notice. Oh shit. I'm telling you, I just pressed the button specifically so I can be charging. I don't mean... I'm sorry, Gemini Man. I did not mean to cut your intro short. Oh god. Maybe it's splitting hairs, but I feel like he behaves closer to how Split Mushroom does and I jumped right into it. The way he does his duplicates reminds me more of Split Mushroom. Because I think original Stinkin' Gemini Man... Did they desync? Oh man, it's been a while since I played Mega Man 3 and it's my favorite one. But I thought they kept a pretty even distance between them. Then again, I just played frickin' X4 last week, so it's also possible that I just have it on the brain. Yeah, whoop! And now we're playing Gutsman's music. I mean, to be fair, Dustman's music is a little weird. I still need to get my groups design in for the Robot Master Design Contest, right? I think I have like 4 ideas in mind. One of them I'm pretty sure somebody already used something similar, so there's a part of me just wondering about scrapping that or if I can make it unique enough to differentiate it. But when they said suction, suction-armed Robot Master, I was like, oh, so like a vacuum. And then I was like, but Dustman already is a vacuum-based Robot Master. How could you do this to poor Dustman? Oh, and for Shadow Devil, I always use the corner trick. Where you just constantly jump. No! You constantly, like, jump in the upper corner so that way he can't catch you with his blobs. I don't think Shadow Devil's the best. Shadow Devil's one of those that I put in the okay category. I don't, like, despise it. I can kinda despise him sometimes. You are throwing an awful lot of gyros. Who's paying you to stick and promote gyros? But yeah, though, in general, X5 does a lot of things that are wow references, right? And they focus more on making, like, a reference or a callback than they did actually, executing it well, I'd say, if that makes sense. Or if people even wanted it back, is the other thing. I don't think that anybody was clamoring for the security lasers, and yet they brought those back. Oh, yeah, I think it's more obvious in that... Plant Man is in this one and the second arcade game, right? And both times he'll summon, like, little plants and flowers and everything, and every time every time he starts doing that, I think to myself, were you the inspiration? Was Plant Man arcade version the inspiration for frickin' Cagney Carnation from Cuphead? Not that I'm complaining, Cagney Carnation is my favorite Cuphead boss. I got a little plush of him. It's fun. It's a fun little goober. I have used Gaia armor very little. I think normally I'll always use the Trick in X5 typically to get the ultimate armor. So typically I'll have ultimate armor. I got it in game, not with the cheat code. It's Yellow Devil. Again. I think this is the Yellow Devil, but with Bebus. Yep. I kind of also wonder if this was, you know, like... Were the people working on 11, were they big into the power fighters? Because I think this is like the only time that oh shit, he stopped short. Like I can't think of another time where Yellow Devil had like mini devils that he could split into. His different blobs, sure, but not mini devils. And then, you know, his power gear, well, his speed gear in 11, it lets him do like the mini devils. Or maybe it's parallel thinking, where whoever was working on 11 had, you know, no idea. They never played this game before, they just thought mini devils would be neat and they threw it in, not realizing that it had already been done. Not that it matters. Capcom owns the Yellow Devil regardless. It's fine if Capcom copies off of itself. Okay. I think there are 2 forms for this. If I mostly shoot him in the butt, the top half of the mech will stay intact, but there's been a few times that I've shot the, you know, the top part of the mech. And when you do that, I think his butt stays intact. Damn you. He keeps on swapping. I don't think this changes the ending. I think you just get points if you take him out. I'm not even gonna look at you, old man. Huh. Well, I hate to say this when he might be out of the room, but you definitely intrigued me about using the Gaia armor more. Proto Man. Who is he? Proto Man, Dr. Light's first ever built robot. Just before completion, he ran away from home. He appears before Mega Man from time to time, mysteriously disappears. Is he friend or foe? Where is he off to? I guess people weren't expecting, nobody knows, weren't expecting people to stink and narrate this in the arcade. There's a part of me that thinks I should. I mean, we already watched the credits. But just to hear the Proto Man song there, maybe I should have. Well, whatever. We have 7 playthroughs to do. There's bass. He's powered by bassium. And then people make fun of it. It's like, oh, he's powered by bassium. And it's like, hey. If you had a nuclear-powered robot, and you called him Nuke, no one would be like, oh, Nuke's powered by nuclear powers. Oh, that's dumb. No, they'd be like, oh, that makes sense. Wily discovered Basenium. And then he made a robot called Base to make use of the power. It's not weird, it's not dumb, you're dumb. And how dare you insult him? I mean, Base could probably stand a bit of humility, but I imagine if you make fun of him, he's just gonna be even more of an asshole. Was this Junkman? This is Turbo Man. Played by Arnold Schwarzenegger. Damn it. Wait. Huh. In the second... Okay, you're gonna really need to let me actually attack you. In the next arcade game, Base can actually use his dash, like, in the air. Which is very helpful. As you can probably imagine watching me, you're just obnoxious, Turbo Man. Constantly transforming. I'm sorry, I think I skipped something again. I'm really not trying to. I'm just holding down, like, the charge button because it's second nature. Base used to be able to charge. Shademan-sama. I don't suppose there's any way to get the Ghouls and Goblins theme in this one. Whoop. Oh god. Oh. Goodness. Should I have tanked some of those? Oh goodness. With my face so that they couldn't have gotten big? Okay. Me getting hit with them would not have wiped them out. I wonder how many arcades these games actually showed up in. I can't say that I've gone to too many arcades throughout my life. Though I think I've been to like one place where they did have either Marvel vs. Capcom or Marvel vs. Capcom 2. It's the guy with my favorite move in Smash Brothers. So yeah, I do remember there was... I don't think I was often given money for, like, the arcade, but there was, like, one arcade in the, you know... the mall that I would sometimes go to as a child. And I do remember, like, I think the only game I really remember from it was there was, like, this one mech game... And you had, like, the, you know, like, I think joysticks, like, you were actually in a pilot's chair and everything. So, you know. Like, they were designed to look like something you'd actually see in a cockpit and everything. And I remember playing that, not being very good at it, but liking it just because it's like, oh my gosh, it's like I'm driving a Gundam or something. I kind of wish I remember what the game was. I know Steel Battalion's the one that's supposed to have, like, that crazy, stinking... Oh, it's Iceman in the background. Steel Battalion's, like, I think the one that's supposed to have, like, the crazy control scheme where it's like you're in the cockpit, but... to my knowledge, I don't think that that had an arcade version. Uh-oh. Chances are I do have his weak. Maybe I don't, because I think Junkman's left yet. And if it's like the game, then Junk Shield would be... He ran right into it. His weakness. Is Base gonna be the one to get the double game over? Ay, ay, ay. Oh, you played one of these at an arcade? That's cool. I kind of wish I would have. I think like the first time I played these was on the Anniversary Collection, which is where I normally play it. But I think this is supposed to be more authentic. So, can you give me a second to shoot you? Oh, you're using Junk Shield, that thing that you do. I think there is a fair chance that I stinking die a second time with... Yup. Yeah, I think I got, like, all the way to Yellow Devil with Mega Man. And here, I'm struggling with Base. But maybe Mega Man's the best. His name is on the game. So the machine was not well maintained. Well, that's a shame. Although it's still kinda cool that you saw one in the wild. Oh, wait. I think I do know, actually. I was like, who's the boss for this? And it's like, not one that you would expect. When you think Fortress Boss from Mega Man 7, you think that pumpkin from Shade Man's level. Though I appreciate them not making the most predictable. Pumpkin Boss is interesting. And very popular during Halloween. Maybe I'll go for the head. Maybe I'll get flicked. Maybe I shouldn't go for the head because he keeps on blocking. Although I guess I don't know, I guess it's easier to block for the head than it is the skirt. Just gotta jump. I mean, I guess it depends on what hand he's firing at. Oh, goodness. He's getting a little close. I think I accidentally just used the... probably rewind? I don't think that was the fast forward. Maybe it was the fast forward? I don't know. Whatever it was, I didn't mean to do it. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, it's kind of neat that you can do this. Can I get over him? Oh, I can. But yeah, that you can, the second form's based off of what you did during the first form. That's kind of a neat touch. Base, you must kill your father. Patricide. It's the word of the day. Yay. Only a minute. He looks so smug. No, my laboratory base, what are you doing? You know that I'm the strongest, there's no need for you to make any more junk robots. The strongest, huh? You've been beaten by Mega Man before. I underestimated him that time, but I will conquer him this time. Yeah, right, you can battle Mega Man all you want. The robot that I'm making right now will blow both of you away. How you make his junk do what you want. Well, if he only makes junk, what does that say about you? Wait, the base, don't leave me here. Okay. I think if you don't kill Wily, it's just for, I think it's just for, like, gamer points. You know, like, you get extra points added to your score. You still win. Where do I wanna... Oh, select another game. It was the only one not visible. Okay. Yay! Listen, I'm only here for the Mega Man stuff. Puzzle Fighter. Although there is a chance that I might get some of the other ones. In the year 20XX, robots and humans live happily together until... Mega Man. It's all his fault. Oh my goodness. All the credits. No, not that. Okay, we'll start with Mega Man again. What would Mega Man do you think? Do you think he would search for Wily, rescue Roll, or recover new parts? Well, the Wily one's blue, so... Who do I want to start with? I have a boss order for this. Because I'm a huge nerd. This is kind of odd, because like I was saying, for the most part, they kind of just do whatever with the music in the last game, but for this, they largely try to, they largely match them up. People use their own music and all that jazz. Damn it, I thought I wasn't close enough to do the wall jump. But for whatever reason, Centaur Man just gets Junkman's music. I think it's Junkman's music? Is it Junkman's music? Yeah, I think it's Junkman's music. Be very careful and good luck. We'll do that. Yeah, sorry about that. There was a timer on it, so I couldn't just, I couldn't leave it waiting too long. It would have chosen for me. I think I have all the weaknesses in this memorized. Because like I said, I do actually like this game. I like it a whole lot. Centaur arrow works a little weird. Oh shit, he got me one. I wanted a perfect. Would that have been so wrong? Maybe. Maybe. But yeah, sometimes it shoots forward, sometimes it shoots at a diagonal. I don't really know. My inputs didn't seem to affect it. Shadow Blade's fun. I like how he's weak to Shadow Blade, because Shadow Blade is similar to Metal Blade, which he was weak to originally. Also, I believe his Doc Robot was weak to Shadow Blade. Probably for the same reason I just said. It's like, well, it's like Metal Blade, but if you are ninja. Damn it, I slid into him. Is that a crab meat? I think Sam was a little offended by the Game Awards. Speaking of crab meat. Because he had like a mini rant. Because like I kinda sort of watched the Game Awards. It was like somebody else's, you know, like I watched somebody else's watch along, right? And it was while I was teleworking. I only really perked up for a few of the trailers, Mega Man included, because it was like, well, how will they react to this? But I guess Mario Kart World won like Best Racing or something? I guess there was like some award. Shit, I might have actually been better off using it. You know what? Maybe this will work. But Sam was like complaining, somebody's like, oh yeah, you have Mario Kart World. The game that got like middling reviews. And then you have Sonic Cross World, yeah, Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, which everyone's like, oh my gosh. Amazing. Highly polished. One of the best Sonic games in years. And I mean, honestly, yeah, there is. I am kind of surprised that Mario Kart took it over. If it did, I don't know. I'm guessing it did. Like, I thought one of the big things was, whoops, that people preferred Sonic Cross Worlds Racing over Mario Kart, and that was a big deal because it's like, well, when was the last time Sonic was able to actually compete with Mario? He went 3D, and it, you know, his... ever since 06, he's had a questionable... Oh, he got rid of it. Reputation. Yeah, you see that? Jumping over. If I want his weakness, I could use the Atomic Fire or whatever they use. Yeah, it's not quite Atomic Fire in this. It's something, you know, it works differently. It's like little towers. Oh god, he's using his Cagni Incarnation abilities. Heatman's weapon is a pain in the ass to use. So I tip it, you know, this might actually be better this way. I'm taking so much damage. His spread shot is a pain in the ass. There we go. Finally got you, Wily. It's over for your scheming ways. I don't know what this thing does. This will enhance your power. Like, I don't know if this just makes you attack harder or what. Be careful when using this new item. It's not completed yet. And yeah, I kind of really wish I would have watched the Game Awards live so I could have seen that announcement live. Normally, I only care enough about whoop smash. But this year, it's like, yeah, that would have been really cool. Had I just, you know, been watching it and it's like, oh man, I know what a DLN is. That was something Sam was saying to me. I was like, oh man, I was surprised. You know, it's like, it seems a lot of people didn't know what DLN is. And he's like, I think the US government has had... Damn it. The US government has had a, you know, monopoly on DLN for like forever. And I was like, DLN? He's like, yeah, driver's license number. And it's like, yeah, I guess, you know, I guess you're right there. I see DLN, though. I think Dr. Light Number. Because I'm a huge nerd. I could be using my plant barrier. I want to be edging him with me. I can probably just actually throw it. I had enough ammo that I didn't need to be edging him with it. I could have just bleh. What do I... Kind of interesting how it has legs. Where this isn't so much a wily castle, it's like a huge mech that I am now invading. Man. I can't just... I don't always shoot him straight, so I gotta be careful. This shouldn't even be hard, realistically, because Mad Roller is an intro boss. Oh no. Well, at least I can shoot straight now. And I do quite like the music for the intro stage. It's 7. No, oh, I shot over him. Did you see how I jumped him, but then he rolled back? Ay, whoops. Okay, that was almost bad. I thought I was about to get another game over. There's a chance that I will. There's a chance that this eats up my coinage. Ay. He's got a little face on his dingle. I think all 3 pass. This is like the only boss they have in common. Oh, come on. I threw the bubble lied. However we pronounce it. Okay, I actually think I'm better off without Rush. I think I was better hitting him with Bubble. Is it Bubble Lead or Bubble Lead? Well, now that Rush is... I think Rush has gotten me killed. I think I would have taken him out if I just had this. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah. The weakness was better than the support. The support buddy. Ay, ay, ay. Oh shit, I actually... I want the Buster for this. But I can't change to the Buster during the transition unless I specifically burn through the rest of my weapon energy, and then it'll default me back. But I had too many bubble leads for that. It's just pretty much whack-a-mole. He pops up and you shoot him. Damn it. Okay, I was like, does he actually get away? Ay, ay, ay. Rush Bike is Mega Man 8 only, though I will say, given that this game does seem to be promoting Mega Man 8, wouldn't be the craziest thing. You always interfere with me. I'll keep on fighting for peace for both humans and robots. Peace for humans and robots? Then why do you destroy my robots, you metallic hypocrite? Do you destroy robots to bring them peace? What's the difference between my action and yours? We are so alike, you and I. No, can I really be the same as Wily? It's true I destroy his robots with no hesitation. I could have negotiated with the robots instead of slaying them. Maybe I could have made peace. Well, that's kind of what it is in the comic, or at least tries to. Am I as violent and evil as the man I oppose? Am I spreading war instead of stopping it? It's not true, Mega Man. Don't listen to Wily. He's just playing mind games with you. He at least does a better job arguing his point than Dr. Regal does in Battle Network 4. That's right, you're doing the right thing, Mega Man. Sometimes peace cannot be achieved unless those who spread war are destroyed. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone. I will not yield. Ha, what a cheap shot. Thanks for being an idiot. I think I'll leave now. Hey, wait, Wily. Oh, that scamp. Oh, silly Billy. Oh, I kinda have to pee. I'm gonna do it during the credits. Oh, am I back just in time to type my name? Or did I fail? You know what? I got a lot of game overs. Maybe I didn't get to type my name there for a reason. Surely, Proto Man. And you said recover new parts, so I'll do that one next. And then base can save roll, and then everyone can be like, my gosh. We ship them now or whatever. Quickman doesn't get Quickman's music because Quickman's music is I don't know if I want to say pleasant, but it's a little bit slower than you might expect for the guy. So they give him just the stinking boss music from Mega Man 2, which is actually not a bad choice. That's actually pretty clever. We'll be in grave danger if the stolen parts is used by Wily. Get the parts back at any cost. Okay. Pharaohman is weak to boomerangs. Why? I don't know. I think he's speaking Japanese at me. Oh, did you see that? I missed, and yet it hit him on the rebound. Lila, I just want you to know that if things don't work out with this guy, I'll be there to score you on the rebound. Why are you not... I was gonna say, getting knockback. I think it's typically... Well, maybe it's not every other one. I don't know. Hooray. Yeah, not too bad. This one actually does kind of make sense. Pharaoh Wave. It strikes on both sides. Why not use it on the guy who's on either side of you? Damn you. Ay, ay, ay. What does beat do? It just makes you invincible. I don't know why they give you this much of a, you know, like Rush can be helpful, but he can also get in the way. Treble isn't too bad in these in this game. He'll just provide some extra, you know, oomph to your attacks. Like by doing a follow-up. Beat is just like, yeah, just whatever, you're invincible. And they give it to both stinking Proto Man and Duo. Oh, that's right. I guess Gemini Laser behaves kind of like it behaves similarly. It bounces, it does the ricochet shots just like the Crystal Eye. Whoops. No. So this does kind of make, I mean, it makes enough sense if you played the game and you're a huge nerd. You're like, I remember. It's also similarly colored. Oh no. Oh goodness. Oh gracious. He was not letting up. Luckily, when he's getting knocked down, we don't get contact damage. Oy, oy, oy. I did do like a test run a bunch of the, you know, like of all of these on like Sunday on my own. Oh shit, I think I missed the scene where I got this. You'll be able to super jump. Hit the lever up at the jump button to super jump. Okay. Be careful when using this new item. It's not completed yet. Oh, yo, yo. But anyway, I was gonna say, I think I did the best with Proto Man. I didn't mess with Duo because I feel like Duo was like easy mode. But I used the three main boys. So maybe Proto Man's busted. Maybe Proto Man is really good. I will say this about Proto Man. Like, I've never been like a huge Proto Man fan. It's like, yeah, okay. Okay, like, I mean, I guess he's cool, but he just kind of gets in the way in 3. You're just like, okay, you're trying real hard with your scar. Like, I don't know. I'd say it's like the basic favorite character, but also I like Shadow Man and he's a freaking ninja, so what right do I have to talk? But where I'm going with this is pretty much... Since I've never been like huge on Proto Man, I was actually kind of surprised by how happy I was to find out that he's going to be doing something, playing some part in Dual Override. Like, I fiddled with him a bit in 9 and 10, and at some point we'll do a run with him, right? But it's kind of like, Proto Man. But for some reason here, it's like Proto Man's coming back, and I'm like, I'm actually pretty elated. I don't know, maybe it's just been a little while. Maybe it's just been a little while. Or maybe he's finally grown on me all these years later. Honestly, you would think he'd be, oh shit, one of my favorites given that he was the primary, you know, one of the primary antagonists of the frickin' Ruby Spears. And Ruby Spears is like frickin' sacred to me for some reason. Well, because it was easy access to Mega Man when I didn't have consoles. It's like, well, I'd really like to play video games, but I can't because my parents won't buy me a console, won't buy me an NES, so at least I can watch Ruby Spears. And get a very different impression of Proto Man being a bad guy rather than just kind of a anti-hero. And yeah, I think when I got the parts in the last run, it said that it upped my power somehow, but this it's saying I got a super jump. Yeah, okay, that's what it did. I did the flipper thing. Which, I mean, given how high the Mecha Dragon is, the super jump actually is pretty handy. But yeah, though, speaking of Ruby Spears, I can't remember where I read it, but I do remember somebody making a comment back in the day about how it's like, yeah, given how they handle Proto Man, given how they handle Proto Man and also how, like, you only get robots up to Mega Man 5 in that, it kind of gives you the impression that whoever made that cartoon, or whoever wrote it at least, maybe had only played, like, the basic stages, hadn't gotten all the way through Mega Man 5. Though another interesting thing about, like, Ruby Spears is that there is... Like I said, they only show... Hang on, can I get this up? Good. They only have Robot Masters in the Ruby Spears up to, up to Mega Man 5. And also X, Vile, and Spark Mandrill because of one crossover episode. I'm getting my ass kicked. Napalm Man shows up, like, in the opening, but he doesn't show up in any episodes proper. You just see him briefly firing off a bunch of missiles. And I kind of wonder if it's one of those things where it's like, we cannot put a character called Napalm Man in a children's show. People still remember Vietnam. This is what I want. He's weak to Gutsman because he just cannot say no to Gutsman. Yeah, Gutsman's sweet ass. Wily has a weird obsession with Gutsman. I wasn't sure if I could knock him out of that, flinch him out of that, but okay. And bam. I can't hit him yet. I'd say we got him, but I swear he starts appearing and disappearing really fast when the counter starts getting really down there. No, Proto Man did it. I don't even think I game overed with Proto Man. Proto Man's pretty good, I guess, in this. I guess he's pretty damn good. Ay, ay, ay. Hey, with Proto Man at least, it was easy. Yes. Thank you, thank you. Listen, Proto Man, how do you feel? How is your body holding up? You don't have to say anything. I know how you suffer, Proto Man. Your energy system has acquired a terrible defect. Unless it is fixed, your body will. And only I can fix your body, as I am your creator. Don't worry about my problems. I know my own body better than anybody else. And remember, I'm unbeatable, no matter what. Don't talk that way, Proto Man. The war's over. Let's live together and keep the peace. That's not my style. I'll do it myself. I don't need anybody. Nice chatting with you, Doc, but I got things to do. Later. Proto Man, wait, you need to be repaired. Proto Man has a defect in his energy system. It must be fixed soon. What will happen to Proto Man's body? And where is Proto Man going? Ay, ay, ay. 2 more playthroughs and then Wheel of Names. 2 more playthroughs and then Wheel of Names. We still got Bass and we still got... Oh, I just fast forwarded it. We still got Bass and we still got, Duo. And there we go. Yeah! Yeah! Oh my gosh. High score with Proto Man twice. Start game. And Bass will rescue Roll. Oh, yo, yo. Oh, no. Honestly, I remember seeing, like, at least one comic back in the day that... Actually, I kind of want to say 2 comics. Because I used to read a bunch of webcomics, especially Sprite comics back in the day. But I swear that Roll and Bass, like, a ship for that would pop up a good bit. Which I'm not sure if that's because people actually thought that they had any sort of connection or chemistry, or if it was really like, well, Bass is cool, he needs a girlfriend. There is literally only one other, like, female robot. A Wily robot must have kidnapped Woe. Hurry up and chase the Wily robot. Because, like, I swear when people are desperate enough, it doesn't seem, you know, it doesn't matter how, like, out of pocket a ship is, they'll still be like, well, I mean, surely this person, they're too cool to be single. And I think that's like a problem with Mega Man in general, or at least Classic and X, because I've probably talked about it before, but I swear I've seen some people be like, X and Berkana, oh my gosh, and it's like, is it because it's she's one of the only 2 women he's ever really interacted with? Her and Alia? Because X and Berkana try to kill each other. Base, did you save me? I can trust you, right? I've stolen energy from the Wily robot. This will enhance your power. Oh, look at that wink. And I think one of the more disturbing instances of, well, beggars can't be choosers, so we'll just ship them with whoever. Like, I was on this one text-based RPG, right? And it was mostly guys playing as guys. But there was, like, this one girl on the forum who, you know, her character was, you know, a little girl and everything, right? And I guess there was this, you know, there was, like, this one other guy on the forum who I guess he was so desperate for, like, his character to have, like, a girlfriend that it's like, well, I guess I'll just try to ship him with the, like, literally underage character. Very, very young character. And it's like, listen, I've heard of desperate, but this is getting ridiculous. This is dipping into creepy territory. I might need to call someone. Like, take your pick. It made me a little uncomfortable to see, and I swear from, like, this interaction, I think he actually started becoming, like, a lolicon himself, and it's just like, oh, okay, that's great. If this could not get any more uncomfortable, it has. And I mean, you could have, like, I guess the other sad thing about that was you could make, like, side characters for yourself. It's not like, you know, like, if your character was, like, a student or whatever, they could have parents, and you could, like, just write their parents into their story. So he could have just written in, like, a random girlfriend or something. But I guess it would have been too pathetic in his mind or something to just write in, you know, like, oh, like the whole girlfriend who lives in Canada thing. Because I guess he just didn't want to do that. I don't know. Like I said, I was mostly, I was a little creeped out. Bruh, indeed. Oh shit, I went past it. That's a good damage animation. His eyes are popping out. Although the Isaac Fist is a little tricky to use, I can't just shoot it at him. I need to be like, I need you to be on the floor when I use this. And look at that. Look at that. Like I said, in the sequel, he can use his dash in the air. It's dope. Just dive man yet. Oh yeah, I'll be needing to replay one of these so I can do a duo run. So just to get ahead of it, if anyone would like to say now which round I replay, whether I go for Wily, base, or roll, you can get your preferences in now. Oh goodness. Damn it. Would I have been better? Nah, we got him. We haven't fought Devil yet. It's gonna be Yellow Devil for the boss. Yeah, when when they make it this obvious you're doing extra damage with the weaknesses, the battles do tend to go a little bit easier. Do 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 do. Believe it or not, He's weak to Thunder Beam. Now, if only I could do the pause trick, too. Ay, ay, ay. We can... You know what? Whatever. Honestly, it's almost... It would be easier to deal with him with somebody other than base that could keep low to the ground. That he shoots himself up makes this a little tricky. I might have been better off without Treble. Although the problem with using, like, the Thunder Beam is, I mean, I guess I should say problem. No! With regular Blast, I can shoot through his bricks into his eye. But I get a bit more selective with where I use Thunder Beam. Since there's limited times I can use that, I say as if I'm not, not refusing to use it right now. So I tend to not take out his blocks, and then there's just the blocks floating around because it's like, I'm not going to waste a Thunder Beam on that. Ooh, that's right. It's kind of interesting how his weakness in this tends to be whatever weapon you want to use at close range. Because Bubble, Gutsman's boulders and the Bubble lead, they both have like a low arc, so you want to be close when you use it. Slash Claw, you need to be right up there. So that's like an interesting way to kind of, like, I don't know if you want to say communicate, but kind of communicate. I was so close. I was so close. So close to not needing a stinking continue. You know what? That was all I needed. Frickin' damn it, that was all I needed. He just kept on going down and dislocating his jaw, so I kept on missing my slashes. There we go. And I don't know if continuing will disqualify me from... you see that? I got it perfect. It'll disqualify me from a high score. Maybe it's just because it cuts my score. At least I imagine there's a penalty to the score. In the winner's circle? Thanks. I don't know what that means. Oh my goodness, we get this scene. Why do you oppose me, the one who created you? Because you always interfere with me. I can defeat Mega Man by myself with no problem. You should go crawl in the hole somewhere. You know, I think I regret creating you, pompous robot. Ha! You created me, so what? If you created a powerful robot such as myself, it must have been an accident. Funny you say that, you're actually right. I studied Mega Man, hoping to create a similar robot. Then I developed a powerful energy called the Base Neon, purely by accident. Thus I created you, Base. Currently, Base Neon is the most powerful energy on Earth. Until evil energy gets here, but that's not for long. I've learned from my accident. Oh my god. This is like a really cool thing to drop in a frickin' arcade game no one's gonna play. And I've created a new type of robot which is much more powerful than you or Mega Man. It'll be some times before I complete this project though. You better get ready. Ha, this girly looking long haired robot will be the strongest. Don't make me laugh. Do not mock his beautiful locks. Do not be so overconfident. This robot's power level is far superior to yours. It is over 9,000. And this is more than just a simple robot. With this robot are my other project complete. The world will be mine, and no one will stop me. Hee hee hee. I'm guessing the Maverick virus is his other project. Yikes, this guy's as crazy as I thought. What on earth is the new robot Wily is currently developing? What are its powers? What are his powers? Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, no, like the first time I got this ending, like way back on the Anniversary Collection, I probably shit myself. I think I was aware that, you know, that Zero was Wily's creation. Although I don't think I had played Mega Man, X2 yet, so they didn't make it like, there wasn't the implication. I didn't see it firsthand. I think I just heard it through the grapevine and all that stuff. So seeing it referenced here, made me shit my britches. Especially because there's not too many times that X and Classic directly reference themselves. Well, reference each other. It was so cute. Ay, ay, ay. Did you know? Oh, there we go. We got something on the board. Did you know that in the Japanese anime, it's over 8,000, but it didn't sound impressive enough, so they changed it to 9,000 for the English dub? Honestly, that seems like so freaking petty. We just did roll. We can hunt down Wily again. Oh yeah, this has my boy, Shadow Man. Maybe we'll change up the order a little bit, because Plant Man was a pain in the ass. Let's take him out first. Is Plant Man secretly popular, by the way? Because he's in the first arcade game. But for the second arcade game, you know, they're not really doing themes so much. They kind of just, you know, pull whoever they like. So I figured they'd take, like, the popular ones. So they brought Plant Man back. Like, him being in both of them is kind of, you know, is kind of special, right? And then in the Archie comics, you should be able to find why by Phoenix robots. Be careful and good luck. And like the Archie comics, they did this really cool thing where they'd bring in, you know, some robot masters before they were officially introduced in the games. Just to show that it's not like, oh, we just appeared for this. Like, it made the world feel more lived in and everything, right? Plus, when they would have gotten around to eventually fighting them, had it not gone on hiatus and then essentially been canceled, it would have had more impact, right? It would have been like, oh man, no. Not this guy that I was friends with. But one of the robots they brought in early was Plant Man. They gave him like a backstory and everything. They showed like the guy who created him, at least in comic lore and all that jazz. Whoops. I ran out. Body check him. So yeah, just special treatment for Plant Man. It's just one of those, just like, is Plant Man actually, like, I don't dislike Plant Man. I just figured a lot of people would be like, oh, he's a girly flower man. How threatening. What's he gonna do, pollinate in my face? I wouldn't have expected him to be a popular one, I guess is what I'm saying. Well, congrats on your pasta. Whichever pasta it may be, I mean, I do tend to quite enjoy pasta. I have frickin' spinach because I could use more frickin' greens in my diet tonight, so I might be a little jealous. A part of me wonders if the reason why we never got Centaur Man EXE was because it's like, well, he's a centaur. He'd be a little long to turn into a Navi. Would he really fit in 2 spaces? And then I'll also think it's like they made Charge Man EXE and he's a frickin' train. I think a train, even if it's just the front car, would still be a bit longer than a horse. I might agree with you there. I think I'd be more tolerant of the gorilla tank if he only showed up once. But, like, don't you have to fight the stinking gorilla tank twice? That's a little... It feels a little excessive. Honestly, anytime you have to fight the same sub-boss, like, multiple times and... Oh god, he's got cow traps. Anytime you have to fight a boss, like... You know, sub-boss twice in a stage, it can feel a little much. Which is one of the really weird things about stinking Ringman stage. Because there's not too many stinking, you know, sub-bosses in Mega Man 4. And yet Ringman stage, you fight the Hippo twice, you fight the Ring Machine twice. Meanwhile, most other stages, they got Jack Diddley. Toadman has a snail. That's all you get. I'm gonna need to make up for lost ground. Luckily I can probably do that with Bubble Man. I still need to watch the third... Stop doing that. Oh, not the third. I need to watch the last bit of anime for Battle Network. Because I want to do a video about Bubble Man from that. But I hear he shows up. And is at least... He does something at least very important at the very beginning of it. Also kind of want to do a video on the Colonel and Iris, and I think Iris EXE shows up in Beast. So realistically, I could be making some videos if I just got my ass in gear. Bubble Man, Bubble Crab. Bubble Man's crabs in bubbles. Bubble Crab. Oh my gosh! Is this an X2 reference? Wily, I can't forgive you for your evil ways! If that were the real Wily, he would have killed him right there. This will enhance your power, whatever that means. Be careful when using the new item, it's not completed yet. I don't know if that means I can charge more, whatever. I got Heat Man. I fired off 2 bubble leads. Oh, he threw it while I was hitting him. I missed them both was where I was going with that. I thought there was one of those over there. Oh, damn it. Oh, I can knock him out when he goes... I thought he was, like, too intense. Gotta be very... Good lord, he pulled the DBZ move. Key blast on either side. Oy, oy, oy. I have to fight Mad Roller. Damn it! Maybe I'll just punch him because my punches are very hard. Ay, ay, ay. I managed to avoid it. Ay, ay, ay. But yeah, since we brought up DBZ like twice now, I might have made mention in passing. One person that I follow, they're like playing through DBZ Kakarot, and they've like never seen Dragon Ball Z before. So it's been interesting because one, she's into it, which, I'm gonna be honest, as much as I love DBZ, I also feel like a good bit of its appeal, like it can be pretty silly and all that, so I feel like a good bit of its appeal is also like one of those that's like, well, you were there when it was coming out, you were a kid, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Like, you had to be there. It has a lot of that appeal. So seeing somebody get into DBZ for the first time and, like, just enjoying it, not really questioning a lot of things, though it probably helps that there's not, like, the filler episodes. It's kinda nice. Two, the other thing is, like, one of the other things is, like, in each of her stream titles, she'll put spoilers. And it's like, what do you think you're spoiling? This is like an ancient anime. Anybody who wanted to see DBZ at this point, other than you apparently, has already seen DBZ. It seems a little unnecessary to put a spoiler tag in the title, right? And like the other thing is... Uh-oh. If I were shorter, I wouldn't have a problem with this thing. DBZ Kakarot, it covers, like, mostly Dragon Ball Z stuff, right? Like, they'll make mention to a few of the other things. Like, some of the, you know, like, I think there's a DBZ, you know, like, DLC for Daima, and they'll make references to, like, original Dragon Ball stuff. Once again, I was so close to killing him. But, like, the game very much seems to assume that the person playing it is, you know, intimately familiar with Dragon Ball, right? Because, like, at the beginning of an arc, they'll do, you know, like... They'll do a bunch of just clips taken out of context for some of the stuff that's to come, like the coming attractions. And the person playing it, she'll constantly be like, spoilers game! Which it might seem silly, because, I mean, you know, there's always episode previews, but, like, when they're showing, like, what the villain's final form will be, like, right from the start, that is kind of a spoiler. I guess DBZ Kakarot would not be my first suggestion for how somebody gets into Dragon Ball is all. Thank you, Duo, you saved us. I was once saved by you and Mega Man. I've always wanted to thank you for that. Now my debt to you is paid. Dr. Light, have you noticed that this energy is a lot like mine? I've found that alien energy on Earth. Now I understand where this energy came from. Boy, I hope I'm not mixing up any of the voices here. The energy is too dangerous to remain on Earth. I'll bring it home. Thanks. I must leave now. Time to return to my home planet, or whatever the meme is. Oh, so you're going home? Duo, do you think we'll ever meet again? No. Yes, promise me that we will meet again. Well, I almost kinda came back for Rockman Online, but that's a promise. Goodbye. I mean, I guess Duo comes back in a completely different form in Battle Network 4, the mysterious new character, Duo. Not in a way you really want to see him. He does not seem to be an enemy, but who is he? What happened between him and Mega Man in the past? What did Dr. Light mean by alien energy? Play Mega Man 8 to find out. There's a part of me that thinks it's funny that there's a commercial for Mega Man 8 in a random arcade game, but there's another part of me that also thinks that Mega Man 1 through 6 were on the NES, Mega Man 7 was on Super Nintendo, and then they moved Mega Man 8 to other consoles, PlayStation and Sega Saturn, I think, and maybe also PC. So they probably did need the extra advertising, the extra little push, anywhere they could get. Oy, oy, oy. I mean, there's a lot of things they could put in the new game. If they put Duo in the new game, I personally think it would be pretty dope. I'd be happy to see him again. Plus, it would make this promise for him to come back not a lie. Yeah, not a lie. Given that the name of the new game is Dual Override, I'm guessing they mean dual as in like a pair? So I'm guessing that that means that, you know, like only Mega Man and Proto Man will be playable, but it'd be kind of neat if they added some extra characters in for DLC too. That's where I'm kind of hoping, you know. Hoping that they'll bring in... Did I want to do this? Yeah, sure, I guess. I'm hoping Bass will get added to the game later. But they could also surprise me and just be like, yeah, no, he comes in, he's playable from the get-go. He's playable from the get-go. Anyway, I'm going to get Wheel of Names up, so if anybody wants to get their guesses in, now would be the time. I'm going to change things around here in a minute. Wheel of Names, Wheel of Names. Close the ad. Though, yeah, I guess to answer your question in a more broad thing, I'd at least be happy if Duo came back. I would be happy. And I imagine alien energy is just something to kind of go alongside evil energy. Brand recognition. Anyway, I'll give a bit of time for people to get their votes in. I assume that you're going to say X5 again, and we still do have X5 with X. And Rayquaza, you can guess Powered Up, and if you do, you have, if you happen to choose Powered Up, you have Guts, Bomb, and Elect still on there. I'm going to say World 2. Well, I'm probably not going to do Gaia Armor only. I don't even know if I'll bother getting Gaia Armor. I might just rush through it when we get to it, but we'll see when we get there. But yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll give another few seconds. You're saying X5. I'm saying World 2, the Game Boy one. Which will take me 40 minutes to beat if we do, dear Lord. Some of the names are getting big because we don't have this as divided up as it was anymore. We're down to like 34 things. And I'm hitting it. Okay. Well, then it looks like we're starting Battle Network 3 Blue version next week. Which I guess I'll think about what rules I want to use for that, if I'm going to let myself use download chips or not. I don't remember if I did for white or not. But that'll probably take 3 or 4 weeks to get through. So I guess that locks us in for the rest of the, well, we're on the 23rd. It was always going to lock us in for the rest of the year. But, And let's go back to Switch, and actually, we can just watch the intro while we wrap up. So, okay. Yeah, the arcade games are, they're just goofy little things. I actually do really like the second one. The first one, it's all right. But the second one, I kind of like how it's just, like a more of a mix with the with like the Robot Masters. They're not really locked into like, oh, we have to choose six from this game and six from this game. They're allowed a little more freedom with it. And they got like some really good damage animations on like the weaknesses, plus actually making the weaknesses obvious makes me more inclined to use them. Plus you can actually choose which order you take through, to take down enemies. You don't have to, time a roulette. Also, the second one has all the same characters as the first one, plus duos. So duo's a neat little addition. But yeah, with that, I think we can start wrapping up. So yeah, thanks anybody who stopped in to watch. Thanks everybody who checked out the VOD. If you enjoyed this, maybe consider subscribing and checking out the main channel Explosion, which is linked on the front of this one. I do scripted videos over there, some of it better spoken. Um, this past week I did a video on, just the general state of Mega Man, whether it is back, whether the series is back, or whether, Dual Override is just going to be a once every 10 years thing. Which, I don't know, I think I put together pretty well. But yeah, and I don't exactly know what I'm going to do this week, so I can't promise anything there. But yeah, the plan for the rest of the week is I think on Friday, so day after Christmas, we're going to be playing through Mega Man X4 with Aaron. I know I just played through it, but Aaron's doing them in order, and that just happened to, he just happened to be in town, and that just happens to be the next one on the list, so we're doing it again. And then, yeah, Saturday we'll be doing Hollow Knight again, so that should be fun. But yeah, with that, thanks again. Rayquaza Big Red, appreciate you guys hanging out, and anybody else who happened to watch. So yeah, have a lovely, lovely, lovely evening. Good night. Getting awkward with the, I say mostly the same thing every week. It should not be hard for me to, get the freaking outro out there.